New data shows CVS and Walgreens have wasted more COVID-19 vaccine doses than most states combined. Customer complaints soar for United Airlines during the pandemic, and a proposal for a habitable billboard over the Kennedy Expressway. Here to go behind the headlines is Crain Chicago business editor Ann Dwyer. Ann, welcome back. So data from the CDC shows that Deerfield-based Walgreens and CVS have wasted more doses than states, U.S. territories, and federal agencies combined. What is going on there?
Well, first I should emphasize, Brandis, that the numbers that we're talking about here are not necessarily astronomical. You have to remember that about 150 million doses of vaccine have been put into American arms so far. The numbers that we're talking about in this latest data, however, indicate that about 128,000 of those doses that have been produced anyway have been wasted, and that CVS and Walgreens are largely responsible for that waste. CVS actually is the bigger culprit of the two. It's not entirely certain how this happened, except that most critics and analysts that Kaiser Health News talked to in the report that Crain's published today indicate that the early kind of rocky rollout of the vaccine program under the Trump administration was the likely cause. You'll remember that the feds really did lean pretty hard on these private partners to do this, the early vaccinations, especially of long-term care facilities, et cetera. And in fact, CVS has acknowledged as much and said that most of the waste that they were responsible for took place in this very early period of the rollout. Since then, the CDC is saying that they're working on it and that they're mainly trying to get a window into how deep this problem is.
Okay, so also a difficult year for airlines. United Airlines reportedly excelled when it came to bumping fewer passengers, losing fewer bags, but there is one category where the Chicago-based airline did not perform so well.
Right, and that is in the area of refunds or the lack thereof. United in customer surveys has been dinged in particular for its practice early in the pandemic of wanting to give people travel credits instead of cash refunds when their flights were canceled or delayed. And with so many flights disrupted, particularly in the early phases of the pandemic, that was a real bone of contention among the flying public.
I'm sure. And lastly, a proposal for a habitable billboard. What is that and where might we see it?
It's a wild idea, and it really is only that at this moment, Brandis, an idea. But if it gets momentum, the developer who wants to build it would create a park over Hubbard's Cave at the Kennedy Expressway that would feature a glassed-in 4-story building that could be leased out for public events or corporate marketing campaigns. And you know, with about 100 million cars passing beneath Hubbard's Cave every year, it would certainly be, you know, one of the most prominent corporate branding opportunities in the city.
It would also make Hubbard's Cave known for something a little bit more than the traffic backup that most of us are used to experiencing there.
Exactly.
Ann Dwyer, Crain Chicago Business, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.